self-help, awareness, and inspiration. And the keys of SHAI. The keys definitely going to change. Definitely going to change.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Keys of SHAI. We have an exciting show for you all lined up today. Today you will hear from Mr. Doug Stevens. He is the founder and CEO of Keys of SHAI, speaker, life coach, mentor, radio talk show host, and soon-to-be author. He's been practicing and teaching and learning the laws of attraction for 10 years. He's also a certified law of attraction practitioner and received his certification from the Global Science Foundation, which is overseen in part by Mr. Joe Vitale, who is the co-star of the world-famous movie The Secret. Doug has a passion for learning and helping others, and he is truly grateful for this life's journey. Now can you please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Doug Stevens.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Tammy. And today my co-host is Miss Tammy Stevens, and she is the founder and CEO of the business Unique Creations. And you can find her on Facebook as well. And we'll have her give out her information a little later on in the show. How's everybody out there doing today? Today we're going to talk about the power of visualization and how you can use visualization tools to help manifest the things that you want to see manifested into your life, whether it be cars, homes, finances, or new jobs, whatever it is that you want to see manifested. Now, there's a popular term that's out as far as a tool that's called the visualization board. Now, you can also use notebooks, anywhere that you can accumulate pictures or ideas for what you want to see manifested into your life. So today, that's what we're going to talk about and help get you on track for manifesting the good that you want to see in your life. Now, before anything could be manifested into your life, you first have to realize and accept that all action takes place in the mind first. Meaning, anything that you want to see manifested into your life first becomes a thought before it becomes a physical manifestation. Now, by thinking positive thoughts is one important part of the tool, but you also have to have things that go along with it to help boost the feeling of what you want to see, not just thinking about it or not just seeing the pictures. So what I'm going to do is give you some examples on what to do to help make that transition from just thinking or thoughts and help you bring things into reality. Okay? So one of the first things is to write down your ideas, write down your goals. What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to go? What are the things that you want to see manifested in your life? Write them down. Put a time limit on them of when you would like to see those things manifested, right? And once you do that, you are sending into the universe from just you thinking about as you are writing things down, you are sending a powerful force into the universe that's already working on your behalf to line you up with the things that you're writing down. Now, here's where it comes into where you hear people say, okay, well, look, I'm just writing this down on paper. How is this helping me? Okay, this is you putting, it's almost like you having faith in the unseen. You are putting your thoughts to paper. You are using an invisible force that all of us have installed into us at birth, right? Okay, next is you want to get pictures of the things that you want to accumulate or the places you want to go or just your goals in general. It's very helpful if you can get pictures of them. You don't necessarily have to have a visualization board. You can have a book or anything that you sit down. You can use a computer. You can just put pictures on your computer, make a slideshow. Just something where you're going to see these things that you want in your life. These things that makes you happy, not somebody else. Right now we're working on you. Okay? So after you get your pictures lined up and glued to your paper or your book or your board, wherever it is that you want these pictures, take a time out every day. You know, if you can, sometimes if you got a family, it can be difficult, but try to set aside at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. Look at these pictures, and not just look at the pictures and say, okay, these are pretty pictures, I want to go here someday. Put feeling behind these pictures. Look at them, feel within your inner being. See yourself doing, going, experiencing these things. Now, when you do that, you are adding even more on top of what you were doing when you were writing these things down. So now you got two things working for you to help manifest and bring these things into your life. Do this every day. Now, don't expect to see an instant gratification overnight. It's not going to happen that way. You can't plant a seed in the ground and expect a tree to grow up in the next morning by the time you wake up, okay? So that's not going to happen. What you're going to do is make this your new habit, meaning any behavior or action that's done over and over for a period of time becomes a habit. This is going to be your new positive habit, where you are going to look at your pictures. You're going to experience going there in your mind. If it's your car, see yourself getting in that car. See yourself driving that car. See people waving at you. You waving at them. You listening to your favorite song on the radio in the car. Put yourself in that car. Okay? If you see yourself going to different places, do that as well. Go to those places in your mind's eye first. You're going to start experiencing different things lining up that's going to put you in harmony with the things that you want. And don't worry about how. Don't necessarily worry about how, because the first thing that we've been conditioned to think that if you want something, you're going to say, okay, well, if my finances is not in place, how am I going to get this? Don't worry about that. All you have to do is see it in your mind's eye, believing that you will receive. That's why it says, ask and you shall believe. Ask and you shall receive. Ask, believing you will receive, and you will receive. Now, you have to have faith in order for these things to manifest into your life. So, again, do not expect things to just, come overnight, but this is just like you planting seeds. You have to tend to these seeds. And what's going to happen is, by you tending to those seeds, you will reap that harvest. It's just that simple. Now, what we'll do here is I'm going to give you some information in case you want to get in touch with me, or you have a comment or a question that you would like us to address on the show. And first, you can reach me by email at keysofshai@gmail.com. That's keys spelled KEYSOFSHAI@gmail. You can follow me on Twitter at Keys of SHAI, or you can reach me on my Facebook fan page at Keys of SHAI Facebook/Keys of SHAI. And what we're going to do here, we'll take a quick commercial break. And when we come back for the second half of the show, we have some questions that came to us from all over the world. This is really growing faster than what we thought it would. And what we'll address these questions when we come back from the commercial. So stay tuned.
In the mood for that perfect gift? Then we got just what you're looking for. Our professionally trained staff here at Unique Creations will provide you with quality service and sure to live beyond your expectations. Visit us on the web at uniquelycreations.weebly.com or check us out on Facebook. And don't forget to like us. As always, thank you for choosing Unique Creations and continuing to make us number one.
Want to expose your business to unlimited potential customers? Then advertise with us on the Keys of SHAI. We offer packages that are sure to suit your budget. We are currently offering local businesses in the Middle Georgia area the opportunity to expand their business on a global scale. For more details, inbox us at facebook.com/Keys of SHAI. That's KEYSOFSHAI. Or email us at keysofshai@gmail.com. As always, thank you and create a wonderful day.
You are listening to the Keys of SHAI.
Okay, we're back. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to have my co-host for today, Miss Tammy Stevens. She randomly picked some questions that came to us from all over, from somewhere everywhere. And we're going to just answer the questions to the best of our ability. If you're one of the people that ask the questions, if you don't feel like we turned this question enough for you, send us an email or inbox us and say, hey, Doug, can you turn that a little bit more so we can get this question answered for you, okay?
Okay, Mr. Stevens. The first question comes from David O. from Nigeria, Africa. His question is, why do you become like the people you hang around?
Why? That's a good question, David. You become like the people you hang around. Simply, have you ever heard the term "birds of a feather flock together"? And I know you probably heard, Grandma say, I don't like you hanging around that crowd there. You're going to become like them. Well, basically, it's this: the brain works and communicates through like wireless cell phone. Okay, we'll put it like that. If you are hanging around people that are with undesirable behaviors, you will start picking up those thought forms. And by picking up those thought forms, you tend to start behaving like the people you most surround yourself with. Now, that can be good or bad. You can surround yourself with positive people, prosperity thinking people, people that want to go somewhere in life. And then you too will start picking up prosperous thoughts, actions, and habits simply by the people you hang around. And if you hang around negative people, you're going to pick up negative habits. So that's what that comes from. You become like the people you hang around. Okay?
Next question is from Melina M. from Los Angeles, California. Does the community we live in play a part in our thinking?
Melina, that's a good question as well. Definitely. If this is why people don't understand when they see people that start to make it successful in business and they make the transition from their old neighborhoods to new neighborhoods. It's not because they don't have love for their neighborhood. It's just that they've outgrown that particular area. Your area or environment does give off energy and thought forms of the predominant people that live in certain areas. For instance, if you are in a poverty-stricken area, then the predominant thought of that area is poverty. That's not saying that people there don't want to get out and to experience goodness in their life, but we're saying the area as a whole. Then you can go to the other side of town. Excuse me. You can go to the other side of town where there are so-called nice neighborhoods, and the environment there and the mentality there is different than the other side of town. So the environment that you surround yourself in, including towns, even give off vibrational thought vibrations and all. You can visit prosperity towns or so-called, towns where the predominant community is doing good, and you will experience those thought patterns by surrounding yourself in those areas. So yes, a town, community, and neighborhood, it all gives off different thought patterns. Where we live does play a part in the way we think. I have a saying that I say, just because you live in a small town doesn't mean you have to think small, simply because that's sometimes can be the case of living in a small town. People don't dream big because of the area that they live in. So your community, your environment does play a part in the way that you think.
Next question comes from Miyaku J. from Tokyo, Japan. You had a post on your Facebook page stating, "Changing your thinking changes your life. Please elaborate." Okay.
Wow, all the way in Japan, right? That deserves another round of applause there. Changing the way you think, and it's like this, and it's pretty much like what I touched on a little earlier. How you think determines your life. No one else can think for you, or no one else can live your life out for you. In other words, if you think prosperous thoughts and you're thinking of thoughts of abundance, peace, prosperity, and happiness, then those thoughts are going to go into motion to magnetize and attract back to you like real life experiences because of what you're thinking. So by thinking powerful, positive thoughts, your life will start transforming into powerful, positive experiences, because those will become your predominant thoughts. And it goes the other way as well. If you are thinking thoughts of lack and limitation, and you're always worrying about bills, and you're always worrying about things that's financially limiting to you, then that too will become your life experience. So changing the way you think will change your life. You have to focus on the good. Constantly try to find the good in everything and try to see the good in everything. And that will become your life experience.
Okay. Veronica R. from Charlotte, North Carolina says, I'm trying to get past a past memory that causes me anger and pain. Any suggestions?
There's a book that's called Living in the Now. I think that's the name of it. And it talks about that as well. There's a story, a powerful children's story that we had got for our children. It's called Milton's Secret. And it also deals with that of living in the now. And what living in the now is I would ask you, are those things that you are saying that's bothering you and causing you anger and pain, are they happening to you right now at this very moment in your life? And that is so important that be the first question that you address to yourself. Because if it's not happening to you right now, don't keep torturing yourself, reliving it over and over. Because you know whether something makes you feel good or bad. And if these thoughts are causing you to feel bad, it kind of would make sense not to keep trying. Every time you catch yourself thinking about something that's causing you anger and pain, switch it to something else. Because again, by the law of attraction is, if you keep thinking these thoughts over and over, good or bad, they're going to start manifesting into your real life experience. So if something's causing you anger and pain, I can only imagine that you will keep attracting back to you or magnetizing back to you things that's going to keep causing you anger and pain, simply because it's going to put you in harmony with the thoughts that you were thinking. Do that make sense to you? You got to focus on moving past that and just say, okay, that was my past. That was then. This is now. It's not happening to me now. What's happening to me now is I am the creator of my future. And what I'm doing now is going to create all good things to happen in my life instead of focusing on what happened to me in the past that caused me all this pain and anger. Okay?
Next question comes from my aunt Ray from Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
Is it more important to watch our thinking or our feelings?
Great question. You said that was my aunt?
My aunt Ray from Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay. I think that it's a combination of both, because it's like a math equation. Thoughts plus feelings plus actions equal results. Okay? And we'll say that again. Thoughts plus feelings plus actions equal results. You can't have the thought without the feeling, because your thoughts generate your feelings. And what you want to do, Matt, is get both of them working in harmony with each other. And that's the key here, to get everything working in harmony. So yes, your thoughts and feelings are both important, but both of them need to work in harmony with each other by you focusing on good, focusing on prosperity, focusing on the good things that you want to have in turn in your life, and start feeling those feelings of experiencing those things. You will have them working in harmony with each other. And therefore, you'll take advantage of these powerful universal forces that are basically our God-given right. We just have to learn how to tap in and tune into them and use them. I hope that answered your question, okay? Okay, I want to say, thanks to everybody out there, all of our supporters that's tuning in and sharing our broadcast and basically helping this thing grow faster than what we anticipated. I really look forward to keep bringing this show to you. Thanks so much again for everything that you're doing for us as far as supporting us and getting the word out for us. With this segment today of talking about visualization, you truly become what you think about, right? So think about that. You become what you think about. Keep your thoughts positive. And there's no such things as limitations. The only limitations that we have are the ones we impose on ourselves. This has been Doug Stevens.
And your co-host, Tammy Stevens.
And we will bring you some more information next time on another show. Thanks for joining us.
Have a beautiful day, people.
Create a great day.
All data, views, and information provided and expressed on the Keys of SHAI show is for informational purposes only and are the opinions of our guests. Keys of SHAI makes no representation as to accuracy, completeness, currentness, suitability, or legality of any information on this show and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its use. All information is provided as is.